Now you have to remember, the Hollywood of the classical era, the 30s and 40s, was based on a powerful, vertically integrated industry. The studios, particularly the five majors, MGM, Warner Brothers, Paramount, RKO, and Fox, controlled every phase of the process: production, distribution, even exhibition, as they owned their own chains of theaters worldwide. To produce 50 pictures a year, each studio held its stars, its writers, directors, producers, and an army of skilled technicians under long-term contracts. They even cultivated a recognizable style or a look in their films.
MGM was more of a dream world, where everything was idealized and somewhat sentimentalized. And that came, I think, from L.B. Mayer, what he thought was classy. And I think probably Fox was leaned more towards, well, I wouldn't exactly say gritty realism, because they made Betty Grable musicals and ice skating pictures and all kinds of pictures. But I think the things that Zanuck is remembered for are pictures with a social conscience and done with a degree of realism that probably would not be characteristic of MGM.
In those days, I could look at the picture, and if everything was in white silk, MGM. I could look at the picture, and if it's Fred Astaire, RKO, subsequently MGM. Paramount was a little bit all over the place. They did not have the decision, but they did have their own handwriting with Bing Crosby and Bob Hope, or with Martin and Lewis, and we knew exactly. We went to the same restaurants. We had our own circle.
Now, if you worked at MGM, you had to adjust to the MGM style, and it was quite different from the Warner Brothers or the Paramount style. If they did not conform to the studio look, the Mavericks were reined in. Some, like Erich von Stroheim, simply refused to be harnessed, and he paid a heavy price. Buster Keaton, very freewheeling, agonized when MGM put him under the yoke of their supervising producers. His genius didn't survive the treatment. On the other hand, those who could work comfortably within the system, they thrived. They came to define their studio's style. Clarence Brown at MGM. Henry King at Fox. Raoul Walsh at Warner Brothers. They were Hollywood pros who rose from the ranks. Most of their lengthy careers were spent under one roof. Take Michael Curtiz, for example. Here he's directing The Charge of the Light Brigade. This guy made no less than 85 films for Warner Brothers, and Casablanca was his 63rd. That's an average of 3 features a year over a period of 28 years. 3 features a year. I mean, think of the incredible opportunities they were given to learn their trade and become a true professional.